Hello everybody, my name is Reds Tripled, and as we know, Battlefront 2 is scheduled for release this fall, or fall of 2017. And this is exciting because this means all new content that we haven't seen before. And probably one of the biggest parts of this quote-unquote content is the probably new upcoming heroes. We were given lots of heroes as DLC in the past game, and because we had a Scarif DLC, I thought that maybe it is possible to get DLC characters, or now, I guess, vanilla characters from the new movie Rogue One. So today I am going to be talking about the friendly, reprogrammed Imperial droid K2-SO, and some ideas that I had of what his abilities might be, and what his trait might be, and what weapon he would carry in-game. So, I'm going to first start out with what weapon he carries. As we've seen in the first Battlefront of the new ones, not the old ones, each hero carries a different weapon. Like, no two heroes carry the same weapon. And I liked this kind of trait, I don't know what else to use, to the game. So I think that the best gun that K2-SO could carry around would be the SE-14C blaster pistol. My reasoning for this is because it is the pistol that K2-SO hands him in the movie when he's defending himself, pretty much is what that is. It's a short 5-burst shot pistol that you can get quite a lot of shots off before it overheats. It's not the strongest gun in the game, but if you can land a good number of shots, it can be just as devastating as the rest. It is actually one of my personal favorite blaster pistols to use, and I was very excited that this worked pretty easily within there. Okay, now to talk about his abilities. I think that what could happen is the first ability that popped in my head is how good he is at aiming, because he's a droid. And because of this, I thought that his triangle move, or in other cases his charge move, as I like to call it, should be kind of like an enhanced focused fire. And if you see what I'm using right now, I'm using the normal focus fire. And what it does is it helps improve your accuracy. Now what I'm saying is that his K2-SO's focus fire wouldn't like be an auto lock on. It wouldn't, but it would be like, I guess, kind of like Han's lucky shot, where if you get it anywhere near him, it'll still count as a hit. And it would only last for about the same amount of time as a focus fire, so it's not like it's forever. Okay. Also, the reason why I picked this is that whole scene, that scene where he defends himself in the block cell, really kind of defines a lot about him as a character, and is where I based a lot of my reasoning on. Anyways, his I don't care if it's right trigger or left trigger, but one of his normal based abilities should be strong shots. Reason why is how the SE works. I'm just going to call it the SE so I don't have to say the whole thing. How it usually works is it short bursts of weak shots. However, we see in the movie that he pulls the trigger once and takes out a trooper with one shot. So I figured maybe why not give him an ability to where he can have single strong shots. So it could be something like it just lasts for a certain amount of while, or if it could be like Krennic's, where you can change his firing type, where instead of short bursts, it's now just a single shot that's stronger but it's slower. I don't know, but something kind of along those lines, I think, would be a good pick as one of his abilities. And it would make sense because of how he acts in the movie. Alright. Now his other ability that I think would be interesting, and this one's actually not focused around his weapon, which is originally what I was going for, but in the movie we can see K2-SO has something in his arm, kind of like R2's arm, where he can hack into computers and stuff. I figured, why not we give him like an ability to hack into things, where it's like if enemies have turrets or droids out or something like that, he can take over them essentially while he's still alive. And it's either that, or he could, I'm not saying all of this is going to be fit in there, this is all just ideas, but also he could heal droids and stuff on your own side, like medical droids, turrets, the probe droids, anything along those lines. He could heal, or he can this was an idea that I was starting originally with objective based maps like Sabotage, he could sit at the bomb and he would have to hack it, and it would make it go faster. Like, the objective time would be less, but he'd have to be constantly be on it. If he leaves it any time, then his effect goes away with him. Or something like that. Or maybe just all of those. He could just target all of them. Make him expandable. And I don't know. Those are all just ideas that I had. Now, the final thing that I had an idea for him would be, like, for his trait. His trait was actually really, really tough to come up with because he's only in one movie. He didn't get a whole lot of action time. He was kind of like your witty droid character, and we only saw him in combat once. So it was really hard to come up with a trait, and I tried to stay in my focus on Scarif for it, but that ended up being not such a great idea. Because the passive trait that I found was back when they were on Jedha, and that is, what if he had a scan pulse like Boba Fett's, but it scouted out your own team or objectives or your droids and stuff that would help with his hack ability, and as his trait went up, it enlarged the range like Boba Fett's. The reason why I picked this trait is because on Jedha, he comes to Cassian's and Jin's rescue, and he finds him rather quickly, which makes me believe that he has a way to, like, track him or something like that. And so that's why I thought, hey, why not have it where you could see your allies pretty quickly? And this could come in useful as kind of like a bit of a support, because of his hacking ability can heal and help with objectives. I don't know. This was all just the kind of the best that I could find and come up with on just using the movie. And I think, really honestly, that he has two sets of abilities that can play with each other that can make him kind of half offense, half defense. And I think that that would be a good set out for, I guess, a multi-purpose hero. So yeah, that was my ideas on K2-SO. I'm going to be doing I'm going to be doing a lot more of these because there's a lot of characters all over Star Wars, and as they said, their dream for Battlefront is they want to include a little bit of everything from across all galaxies of Star Wars. So if you watch this and you like this, give it a thumbs up. And if you have any suggestions for the next character, go ahead and put it in the comments below. Why not you just go ahead and subscribe so that way you can see the rest of these that come out. And give me your ideas on this video. I'd like to see what you think about what I think, or if you come up with your own ideas or changes to the ones I have, I want to hear them. Anyway, I'm Res Tripled, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace. Whoa!